became the founder of the Rivard Report, I was a newspaper man. But before I was a newspaper man, long ago, I was a newspaper boy in Michigan. And the Sunday papers that I delivered from all over the Midwest to our customers, from cities like St. Louis, Kansas City, Detroit, Chicago, Indianapolis, the stories that I read in those newspapers really fired my imagination. As a young boy, I dreamed of being a newspaper reporter that was going off to foreign countries and reporting stories that would appear on the front pages of newspapers.
This is actually my first job in journalism, and I got the job because I caught a typo in one of the stories and alerted the editor, and they offered me a job.
In all of my life, it felt like I was being groomed for a career in the medical field, but as I kind of experienced what life would be like in that role, in that field, I started to feel like it wasn't a good fit. I just started to consider how much writing had been important to me in my schooling at that point, and as a creative outlet as well. And so I thought, there's got to be some way that I can make a living doing what I love.
I started in journalism, I think I wrote my first query letter to Sports Illustrated when I was 12. It was denied. I wrote another one. That one was denied. But oddly enough, I kept trying.
In high school, I just needed a extracurricular activity, and my mom said, I know you like to write, you should join a newspaper.
High school students should follow their passions, not their parents. Maybe your dad or your mom was a doctor or a lawyer, or they're suggesting that you follow in their footsteps. You should consider that, but what you should really do is follow your own heart.
The one thing that I would tell young people is, as they're going into this business, a lot of people will tell you that you have to do, 50 things and you have to make terrible pay to even break into this business. I think that's not true. Know your worth. Don't work for something, that you feel less than, because you're not going to be happy. You're not going to appreciate the work you're doing. You're not going to go home at night and tell your significant other or your parents about what great day you had if you don't feel like you've accomplished something, or you don't feel like you're doing something that's being valued by your company.
People want to have their stories heard. So even if you encounter someone who's reticent or doesn't really want to go on the record, you have an obligation as a reporter, as a journalist, to tell people's stories and to make sure that their voices are heard.